to reduce some of the background noise. If you do have questions as we go along, if you could please write them down, and I will open it up for questions at the end of the webinar. Okay, there are a couple of different ways that you can work with Realtor.com to expand your online presence. One of the ways is the Advantage Pro program, which they have, which is an additional cost. That cost does vary significantly depending on the additional features you get with it, also with how many listings you're holding at any given time. But there are some additional options as far as that is concerned, and if you would like more information on that, you can reach out to us at clientservices@wydell.com, and we can sort of walk you through what some of your options are, and also put you in touch with a specific representative at Realtor.com who can help you, with your decision making. What we are going to talk about today is the Essentials for Agents program, which is provided to all Wydell sales associates. And what comes along with that Essentials program is you do need to set up a profile, just like we spoke about last week with Zillow. You need to set up your own Realtor.com profile, and then you have some options which we're going to go through today as far as providing some additional information so that when people do search for you online, it's another source of information, and it's the information that you want your potential clients to see. As part of the Essentials program, you are displayed as the listing agent, and then there is a phone number for leads to call to reach out to you. You are able to update your profile to control your personal brand. There's a place for you to put your bio, which is what we're going to go over today. There's also a dashboard where you can keep on top of your listings and possible leads that come in and contacts that you'd like to add in Realtor.com. So those are some of the ways that the Essentials for Agents program works. If you have not previously set up a profile on Realtor.com, you can simply go to the home page, Realtor.com, and in the right-hand corner here, you hover over this spot that says Sign In or Sign Up. The initial button that you kind of are compelled to click, that first one in red, is not what you want to do, because that's for potential clients when they go in and set up their searches and things. So what you want to go down to is the Pro Sign In, and if you haven't signed up for an account yet, you click on Agent Sign Up to sign up for the account for the first time. So when you do this, just like with the Zillow profile, you want to make sure to use your Wydell email address. They're going to ask for your name and email address and a little bit of additional information, but you want to make sure to use your Wydell email address so that all the proper company branding comes up, and so that you are promoted alongside of your listings as the listing agent. There's two screens that are going to pop up, and the second one, after asking for your name, a password, a phone number, the next one is going to ask for the name of your multiple listing. So you do need to be associated with one of the multiple listing systems in order to sign up on Realtor.com. All our listings feed through Wydell, but they do need that multiple listing information for you to set up your initial profile. They may ask you for your National Realtor Database number, your NRDS ID. If that isn't something you have on hand, it's very easy to go look that up. In fact, if you Google, how do I look up my NRDS ID, it will bring you right to the page on Realtor.org, or you can just type in this address on Realtor.org for retrieving your ID. And then there's a couple different ways that you can do that, and one is as easy as your email and last name. So you can get your NRDS ID at Realtor.org and then enter that as well when you're initially signing up for Realtor.com. Once you are signed up for a profile, you would go to the same space and click on Pro Sign In to sign in as a real estate agent. And you've got a couple of different options here than for managing your profile. That's mostly what we're going to look at today. You have the ability to go in and alter your listings a little bit. I believe that you can change photos, change descriptions, that type of thing. You can work with contacts and leads that you have in there. But what we are going to do today is manage profile. For Manage Profile, just like Zillow, you can also request recommendations and ratings and reviews for past clients. So you can click on either of those sections. But we're going to work on the profile section here right now. A couple of the changes that you want to make sure that your profile is up to date is you do have the ability to change this cover photo. So if you have something specific that you would like to use as the cover photo, you have the ability to change that here. And then your professional headshot as well. If you click on that, you can upload, just like we did with Zillow, you browse your desktop and upload a photo directly to Realtor.com from here. Now, the other information that's available in the profile section is there's a few different sections here. For expertise, this is where you can list your various MLS affiliations. You also have the choice here of which of your listings you want displayed. You can choose a price range. You can choose to only have active listings. You can choose to have your sold listings come up. And you can make all those adjustments here under listing display options. This is also where your National Realtor Database number is, as well as your broker affiliation information. Under blogs and socials, that is fairly self-explanatory. That's where if you have an active blog or you have active social media profiles, you can enable them here. Don't do it unless you really are active on it. If you don't do anything to set them up, it's not going to connect to your site and it won't show up. But if you only have an old Twitter account with a tweet from several months ago and nothing else on it, there really wouldn't be any reason to activate it on your profile, and it's going to look almost worse than if you didn't do it at all. So if you don't have anything current on there, don't connect it, but this is where if you do have an active blog or you do have an active Twitter or Facebook account, you can connect to it right here. In the About Me section, that's obviously where you want to have all your contact information, as well as you have the ability to put how much experience you have, what your specialties are, if any, and what zip code areas that you cover. You also, in order to edit that, you have to click over here on the right-hand side where it says Change. That's going to open up a couple more options here to us that weren't filled out. So you can add or change any of the information that I just mentioned. But this also gives you the section where you can add your specific biography. So like we did with Zillow last week, we spoke about the fact that those of you who have been in ProStart recently and done boot camp, you've probably written a personal real estate profile now at this point, which you can use on your Wydell site, which I showed you how to set up on your Zillow page last week. And then you can also enter that information here. So all you have to do is copy and paste that information if you've got it set up in the Word document or if you have it set up on another website. You can copy the information here and click Save. The site's been acting a little bit wonky today, so I'm going to show you where you can save everything, but it wasn't saving properly, so I'm not going to go ahead and take that next step as far as saving it. But this is this place online where you have the ability where your potential future clients are going to be searching for you, and then you have the ability to control what information they find when they search for you, because certainly your Realtor.com profile and your Zillow profile, as well as your personal website, you want those to be the things that come up and tell a little bit about the story of who you are. I am going to open up to questions now to see if anyone has any specifics. It really is fairly simple. It's as easy as copying and pasting and saving, but you do have the ability to control a few different options on this website, and so that your profile is filled out completely with a professional photo when people do go to search for you. Does anyone have any questions on updating their Realtor.com profile at this time?
Hi, this is Brian from Princeton. I've got
Brian,
a question.
how are you?
Hey, good. How are you? When you said signing up on the setup to use your Wydell email address, I use that. I have that, but it's linked to a Gmail account. Do I still just use the Wydell email?
Yes,
on that?
you use the Wydell email. If you've got it linked, if you've got it forwarded to somewhere else, or you've got Gmail either coming into it or it's directed to a Gmail account, that's absolutely fine. But you do want to use the Wydell email address to make sure that all the branding comes up properly on your homepage.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anything from anyone else? Well, thank you very much for joining us today. It is a fairly simple process. As always, this is going to be recorded and uploaded to the hub, so when you actually get around to doing it, if you get stuck on anything, you can follow along. There is also a Realtor.com helpline that you can reach out to if you do get stuck along the way and have any troubles. Thanks a lot for joining me today, and have a great afternoon.
Thank you.